Hi, my name is Daryl Springer, and I'm a financial advisor at the Walden Group at Morgan Stanley. And we are a team of African American financial advisors that does comprehensive wealth planning and investment advisory services. Um, and the primary people we work with are corporate professionals, business owners, executives, and institutions. And really, the way we work with them is by um, helping to mitigate their levels of risk by protecting the wealth that they've worked so hard to create over their years, and growing their assets over time so that they're able to leave the type of legacy to their heirs in a very thoughtful, tax efficient, and meaningful way. Um, I've been a part of this business now for about 10 years, and I'll say that anyone who's trying to get into this industry, it's not easy. Being a financial advisor, it takes time. It takes time to build and cultivate relationships. I think that when I was in school, someone told me that it's not what you know, it's who you know. But now it's not what you know, it's not who you know, but it's who knows you. And so I think that building relationships is a very important aspect, not of what I do, but just in life, period. Um, so Morgan Stanley is a global wealth management firm. It's the largest wealth management institution in the world. We have a market capitalization of about 120 billion. We have about $4 trillion in client assets under management, and we have about 60,000 employees, of which are about 16,000 financial advisors. And I would say within that realm, there's only a fraction, a very small percentage, who are people of color or women. And I love the fact that I work with an African American team, that we are able to go out and kind of be the representation for our industry. The compensation for what I do is really what you make it. This business is very much an entrepreneurial business, and you are going to get out what you will put into it. And so, that takes time. This is not something where, you're going to make a ton of money overnight. It takes time to cultivate relationships. It takes time to build your knowledge within this industry. But I tell anyone, if you're willing to put in the work, just like anything in life, you'll be successful at it. Everything, I think there's a process to everything. And when you can understand that process, create a habit out of that process, I think that you'll be successful. One of the things that I really love about my career path is that I'm able to give that wealth management knowledge back to our community. And, a lot of times when we're growing up, we're not really taught the principles of wealth management or generational wealth, or how to create that. And, I really take pride in giving that back to our community, and also helping my clients navigate the complexities of their everyday life so that they can live a financially free, have the financial freedom that they want, and the life that they want to live. I think that to really understand financial freedom, you need to understand the laws that govern money. You need to understand the principles of wealth management. And to understand that, you need to understand what it means to be free. I think that's another conversation, but this is something that, again, we, especially within my community, we're not taught these things at an early age. And I think we owe it to give that back to not only the next generation, but people who also have never been taught that as well. I think that when we think about our purpose in life, a lot of times we're always trying to figure out what that looks like. And sometimes we would just take a step back and understand, what are our gifts? What are our God-given gifts? What is it that we're good at? And then finding a way to blend that with giving that back. I think that's your purpose. And so when you can take that and give that back in a meaningful way, I think that there's always going to be someone on the other end of that spectrum that is going to be able to receive that have never known that before. My profession will be around for many years to come, because there will always be a need for financial advisors, financial planners. So mainly what I do is financial planning, and there will be a lot of robo-advisors that come out that can do an investment allocation just to have you invested in the market. But what I do is comprehensive wealth planning, and what that looks like is we're looking at the estate plan. We're looking at tax-efficient strategies to help mitigate some of your levels of risk. We're looking at your philanthropic needs. We're looking at your business needs and also your family needs, so that when it comes time that you're ready to take some chips off the table, what kind of succession plan do you have for your family and your business? And there's a lot that goes into that. Again, a lot of this takes time. It takes time to cultivate that type of knowledge. And this is not something that, we're going to look at and, oh, we need to invest in this stock, and this stock is going to rise. We're going to make a ton of money off of it. There's a lot of people who do that, like day traders, stock pickers, but that's not what I do. I think for me, what's next in my career is really building meaningful relationships so that I can build the type of practice that my partner has actually, the type of practice like my partner has actually built. My partner, he's actually a member of the 100 Black Men. His name is Jesse Walton. He's the one who actually introduced me to coming to work with Morgan Stanley initially. And when I heard about the opportunities and the resources they have to support us as minorities, it was a no-brainer for me. I think that ultimately, he's built an incredible practice, and partnering with him together, we actually manage about $230 million in assets. So, we're able to have a team now and be able to brand that and build that out. And I think that, again, that takes time. But to get to that level to where you're comfortable and you're not having to do as many of the legwork of the day-to-day that you initially had to do when you first got started is really pretty powerful.